Since they wanna know. Since they wanna know. I said since they wanna know. Here's the formula on O, now let's go. All I want is what's mine, I don't care who I hurt. Since they wanna know. All I want is what's mine, I don't care who I hurt. Since they wanna know.
Welcome to the 5-5-5 countdown. I am the Watcher, and this is our first video edition. I want to thank you for joining us, and I gotta say, last week I wasn't feeling like we were on the road to WrestleMania at all. I thought that every show that I watched had a pretty bad wrestling product, and I didn't write a 5-5-5, as you could see. But today I am ready because I got my wish. They definitely stepped up their game, and I do now feel like we are on the road to WrestleMania, which is just 3 weeks away. We're going to jump right into our first countdown and talk about the top 5 matches of the week. Our first match on the countdown is John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. It was a very good match. They got about 8 minutes. Both men did a lot of good technical work with each other, and I was happy to see that Dolph Ziggler is able to rebound after that horrible world title reign they gave him. What did it last? 1 day? But in any case, John Morrison was selling the leg injury to perfection from Elimination Chamber. He's a very good salesman. John Cena could take a couple lessons from him. And both men really put on a great show. I have to say, I was a little surprised that Dolph actually went over in his first match because of the whole firing from SmackDown. But I guess the WWE knows what they're doing with their younger stars. I was just happy that 2 young stars got a really prominent role on Raw this week and had a really good blow-off match. Coming in at number 4 is Pope D'Angelo De Niro and Samoa Joe from Thursday night's Impact. And these two had a brawl. From the opening bell, they were battling all over the ring. They went about 6 minutes. They had some really good exchanges, but ultimately it was Samoa Joe who was beating down the Pope the entire match. The only way the Pope could pick up the win was by using some dirty underhanded techniques, and he wrapped a chain around his fist and punched Samoa Joe's lights out. What can I really say? You know those dirty heels. Coming in at number 3 is Christian versus Brodus Clay. That's from this past Monday Night's Raw. I think that Brodus Clay played the absolute best monster heel that he possibly could. He was using his brawling and powerhouse techniques to the T. I was happy to see that a rookie can really develop on Monday Night Raw like that so quickly. The last one that I could even think about that did such a good job was Daniel Bryan. Christian, on the other hand, Captain Charisma, has shown that he came back at 100% and is ready to get back at Alberto Del Rio. He does have a wall like Brodus Clay in front of him, but what are you going to do? Christian definitely put some great moves together in that match. He pulled out the win in about 6 minutes, but these two really shined on Raw, and that's why they're coming in at number 3. In at number 2 this week may be a surprise to some of you. It's no surprise that I do like Thursday Night Superstars, but the 2 men involved in the match may surprise you. Chris Masters and Tyler Rex had a superb 12-minute match. They've been usually brawling against each other, but this one was a technical masterpiece, no pun intended. They were exchanging moves left and right. Tyler Rex had the advantage a little bit, then it came back to Chris Masters. It was really something to be seen, and if you haven't seen it yet, check it out on YouTube. Alright? These two had a great match. They deserved their number 2 spot. Chris Masters picked up the win after he reversed Tyler Rex's finishing move and then pulled out the Master Lock. Not many people have gotten out of that move. I don't remember the last person that has, and it's really a pity that these two are being wasted on Superstars. But that's the WWE's decision. Whether or not they're going to be called up to the main roster is really up to them. But I wish they would, because these 2 men could be used in a high-profile match with any of the main event stars right now. They're just that good. And finally, in at number 1, it's the return of Edge and Christian as a tag team. And they battled Alberto Del Rio and Brodus Clay. That is right. Christian made the countdown for the 2nd time this week. 2 different matches, and so did Brodus Clay. This was an excellent tag team match, and that's one thing that SmackDown has over Raw. When they put 4 of their stars in one match that aren't usually a tag team, it usually delivers. They're given time. They're allowed to tell a story. If I was a fan who was just casually watching SmackDown on Friday, I would finally know what was going on. I would really know. I would be up to speed, and I wouldn't be questioning what's going on here, who's facing who. No. These 4 men told a great story. Christian and Edge picked up the win after about a good 10-15 minutes. I was happy with the time. I was happy with the exchange, and I was just happy to see that the 2 former brothers, now best friends, are a tag team again. At least only for one. If it's only for one night, Still, that's good. Fans have been wanting it for a very long time, and it's good that the WWE are listening to their fans finally.